Networking is something we know we need to do, but it's also something that we really don't want to do. Hit like if you agree. Oftentimes we can create this goal for ourselves. I am going to network more. Feels great. We feel committed, like this time it's going to happen. And then you open up LinkedIn or whatever, and then you get lost in the scroll. You're confused. Where do you even start? Well, I've got you because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get started networking. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Sarah, your career and leadership coach who helps unhappy and stuck workers find their dream job or get their next promotion so that they can work less, make more money, and finally feel fulfilled doing work that they love. Each week, I come here to YouTube to drop a new training for free on so many different topics. So if you're unhappy and if you're stuck, make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss a single thing. If you like my content, I want to get in front of as many eyes as possible. Like, my purpose is to get 80% of people loving their careers instead of the 80% of people hating or tolerating their careers. So it's super easy for you to help me spread this message. All you have to do is hit the like button on any videos like you did above if you don't like networking, or drop me a comment below with a question, a thought, or what you loved most about the video, subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell, or sharing it with a friend. Thank you so much. Now let's get to the training. Okay, well, first of all, I really got you when it comes to this networking thing. In fact, I'm going to help you create a networking habit and help you build so much momentum that you have crazy amount of opportunities. Like, we just had this is one example of a client within the Find Your Dream Job program who created, with my help, a post on LinkedIn that generated 4 opportunities. Like, she's interviewing for all 4. Like, we're probably in the next 48 hours going to be discussing multiple offers just from a single networking post on LinkedIn. That is what networking can do for you, and that is why I devote a whole month every single year in my group coaching membership, Find Your Dream Job program, to networking. We call it Networking November, and this year we're doing micro habits. We're doing 25-ish daily micro networking actions that are going to lead to so many incredible results, not just now, but in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, 3 years. This is the sort of foundation that we're going to be building. And it's going to help you with this whole concept of how do I start networking, because I'm going to tell you each day, this is what I want you to do. And I'll be there to support you and your brain freaking out along the way. Okay, so let's get to this training. Oh, if you want to join us, the link is below. Or you can visit www.sarahcurto.ca/CYLA. It's right there. Okay, so I'm going to break down networking into 3 simple steps that I want you to get started on today and this week. So the first one is your old managers and references. These are the easiest place to start because they've hired us before. They're willing to speak to others about our work. They're our greatest advocates, our strongest relationships to have in our networking sort of world. So they're the first people I want you to connect with. And it's pretty easy. You're literally just going to reach out. It's been a while. You're going to say, it's been a while. You're going to ask to meet up for coffee or for lunch or for drinks after work or just for a quick phone call, just to catch up to see how everything's going. You're not in that initial reach out email going to be like, I want to have a networking meeting with you. That is no, this is a catch up meeting. And then when you are catching up, obviously you and what you've been up to is going to be discussed. And at that point you can say, actually, you know what, I could use your help. And then you can ask for advice. You can ask for insight into something. You can ask for connections or people to talk to. But these are the people who we already know want to speak for you. They want you to succeed in your career. So they're the easiest people to reach out to. So if you haven't yet, that's the first thing I want you to do when you get started networking, is reach out to your old managers and references. Okay, the second action step that I want you to take today or this week is I want you to write a list of companies that you want to work at. I'm talking about a list of like 3, 5, maximum 10, because then it gets too much, of the companies, like your dream companies, the companies you have been aching to work for, that you would love to work for. If you're thinking internal networking, I want you to do this with teams and departments and managers that you really want to work for. And then I want you to take a look, LinkedIn's a great tool for this, at the company page, and it will show the employees. And then you can click see all employees, and you can even narrow it down so that you can search for people that you know. Is there anyone you know? Any first connections within that company? And if not any first connections, any second connections, and then who are those mutual connections? So then if you know someone, reach out to them, say, wow, I can't believe you work at this company, or oh my gosh, I forgot that you worked at this company. I'm so curious about what it's like to work there. Do you have time to chat? If you have a shared connection, reach out to that shared connection and say, oh, I noticed that you're connected to so-and-so from this company. This is one of my dream companies. Would you be happy to introduce us? And then do a similar sort of message that I just said. So like, I see that you work at such and such company. I've been thinking about working at this company for 5 years. I'd love to find out more about what it's like to work there. You notice we're just gathering information. We're not saying like, can you help me get a job there? Like, don't do that. That's transactional. It kind of ends the relationship. We're building relationships here because that's what networking is really all about. And it feels a heck of a lot less icky. So it's so much easier. And then when you have those conversations, you're asking about what it's like to work there. You're asking about the challenges, what they love about it. You're asking for advice on what you can do to get through the hiring process and the recruitment process and get an eye on your resume, or finding out more about the teams that you would specifically want to work for. See if you can get introduced to those teams. But that is, like, this is how we get into those dream companies, is we create relationships within them. We get that insider's advice so that we can propel our application to the top of the pile when a posting gets posted. Okay, that was your tip number 2. Write a list of companies you want to work at and then find people in those companies. Okay, the third thing I want you to do, this is actually one of the easiest because it doesn't require you talking to anyone, well, in person anyway. Okay, I want you to start liking and commenting on LinkedIn posts. Super easy, it's just engaging. It's like if you're on Instagram. Okay, well, super easy for most people. I'm a lurker by nature, so I have to force myself to do this. Talking to people is actually a little easier for me, but for most people, this is the easiest thing to do. Now, I do want you to have some sort of intent when you're doing this. I don't want you liking and commenting on just any old posts. I want you liking and commenting on posts that make sense for your next step in your career. So let's say you're an individual contributor and you want to become a manager, but you don't have any management experience. Let's build the reputation that you have that natural leader quality that companies crave so much. And you can do that by seeking out content that talks about leadership skills and leadership traits and career growth and career advancement, and liking and commenting on those. Because then what that does is it fills your feed with all of these posts that showcase that, yeah, you are a leader by nature. So when you're looking for that internal promotion, and your connections are seeing that this is the sort of stuff that you're liking and commenting on, it builds that reputation that this is who you are and makes making that step so much easier. So number 3, start liking and commenting on LinkedIn. Okay, so to recap, the first thing, you're going to connect with the old managers and references. The second thing, you're going to make a list of the companies that you really want to work for and start connecting with people within those companies, or especially if you already know them. Bonus. Step number 3 is start liking and commenting on LinkedIn. That's it. See, that's not too hard. You notice I don't have networking events or setting up informational interviews-ish or creating a whole content strategy for LinkedIn. Well, those pieces can be included in a networking strategy. They are not the things you have to do first. The things you do first are the above. And when you are ready, here are some more of the free training videos that I have done here on this YouTube, which is why you should subscribe, for you to watch. So there's the how to create a high networking strategy, a high impact networking strategy, where you do a single action like Carla that I talked about to get multiple things happening from it. If you're an introvert and you're thinking introverts and networking just don't go, please watch this Networking for Introverts video. If you want to master LinkedIn, like making sure you're seeing what you want to see and that the right people are seeing what you want to see, here's how to change the LinkedIn algorithm. And if you do want to attend an event, I want to make sure you're wowing those people. So how to wow connections at events is another video for you. Or just drop a question below. Now, don't forget to join us in the Find Your Dream Job program, where we are dealing and tackling networking for the month of November so that you can get crazy amounts of opportunities straight, coming to you, straight in your inbox. Okay? I will see you next week with another training. This is me, Sarah Curto, your certified career and leadership coach. And until next week, take care. Have a great one. Bye.
If you liked this video, then I invite you to join me in the Find Your Dream Job program, where you work less, make more money, and finally feel fulfilled doing work that you love. Find out more at www.sarahcurto.ca/CYLA. See you there.